Hey guys, they're doing well. Hey, practice is going good. They're flying around out there and they're having fun. It's a lot of fun having the guys back that have a lot of recall from the spring and the fall, and been excited about that. And now, how many of y'all watched the Olympics? All right. Somebody's got to tell me what was the most amazing thing they saw, because I didn't get to watch every night.
I'm gonna just say Allison Felix because she's my age and got 2 medals over there, so that was pretty impressive for me.
Yeah, she was amazing. She's been amazing for a long time.
Hey, coach, that one-man kayak, man, that takes a man to do that.
I didn't see that. Is that hard? That match looks hard.
Yeah, it is.
Like up on a knee.
Yes.
Oh my
God.
One
man.
I saw a minute of that. I said, how do they do that?
Exactly, and stay balanced.
I don't have any. That did look hard. That looked really hard. Those ping pong players, I saw them for a minute. I wouldn't have got 1 point. There's no way. It's amazing.
All right, we'll start off with Terry.
What's up, coach? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I am doing great.
Hey, man, first 4 days of practice. I know no one can stand out, but who's can stand out? Who's not one of the regular norm guys that we don't know about so far?
Savante Oliver, who played a lot for us last year, got thrown in there. He's really had a good camp. He's, last year he kind of played, he got thrown into the fire, so to speak. And I was teasing him today in warm-ups. I said, you had everything down last year, coach. He said, it's so different now. I'm comfortable. He said, you had to throw me in there to start me the first game. I hardly even knew anything. And after with all the COVIDs, but he's had a really good camp. And Thomas Pickens is to me finished the last part of season last year excellent, and he started back at ground zero. He's worked harder. He's a little stronger. He's a little quicker. He's playing really, really well. And so is JJ Russell. I think he's doing really well.
Evan, and then Brian.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I had it on mute. My mistake.
Okay.
So you obviously have a few new guys. I'm curious to know about a little bit about. I believe. Well, I think I asked about Andre Thomas, but if you could just elaborate now, seeing him in the fall, kind of how he's getting used to having him back, and then also I believe Greg Emerson's a new fellow. We asked Ryan about him, just kind of what were your impressions of him, and also Julian Barnett, since we haven't talked to you since the spring game, he had a good spring game showing. So those 3 guys, if you could.
Yeah. First of all, with Dre's doing really well. He's flying around, showing the athleticism that he's had, and he has been really, really good on a lot of days, and he's kind of been a little rusty at times, but that's normal. But he has really shown his athleticism, and he's really competing hard. Been pleased with his progress, and as we keep practicing, he'll keep getting better and better. Kind of rub some of that rust off.
And what about Emerson and Barnett? Sorry.
Yeah, Emerson. He is really powerful and strong at the point of attack, and he got here so late. We just kind of been bringing him along, learning everything, and kind of working him back into shape, so to speak, because he wasn't here in our summer program. And but the parts that we've had him do out there as we're conditioning him to get in shape, he is really strong. He's really powerful. He'll be a good D lineman for us.
And Julian
is really athletic and long, and he's kind of still learning how to play corner. Because at high school he's a receiver, DB. At Michigan State he played some nickel, he played receiver, he played kick returner. So this is the first time he just lock in, and he's showed some glimpses of greatness, and then some glimpses of kind of just being a little bit new at the position. And again, that's just going to come with practice after practice after practice. He has all the tools to be a really good player.
Brian, and then Frank.
Hey, Coach, if you could talk about the depth of the defense. Seems like you guys are a little bit more deeper than you were last year, and how that's going to help you this year.
Yes, you always need to be deeper. We're definitely deeper than we were the last game of the season. we had the whole team's deeper, but I think that we do have depth, and the good thing about it is we've had depth that has played in quite a few games. There's a difference in depth where they're good athletes and they haven't played as much. That experience with the athletic ability really makes a big difference, because during the course of a drive, you can make calls and they understand why you're making the call if somebody's doing something against. Like if the team's going empty, they know why I'm calling a few calls now, and they know what we're trying to take away, and then they have their athleticism to play. And we have, I think, two deep basically at every position that I feel like have played enough to be able to do that, which gives you a lot of confidence as a coach and feel comfortable about making certain calls.
Frank?
Frank, you got to turn it on. I think you're still muted. Can you hear us?
We might be losing Frank there.
I see him there. Frank. You got him unmuted, I guess.
He looks like he's stuck.
Okay. Oh, there he goes.
I'm sorry, my Wi-Fi is going out. Can you hear me all right?
I can barely hear you, but talk. I'll see if I can figure it out. Oh, I can't hear you.
Hey, Frank,
Can
can
you-
you type your
can you
question
hear
in the chat, maybe, Frank?
I think it froze up.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't blink.
I'll
Right,
ask
right
I'll
on.
have a quick question if Frank's typing, that way he can get that question in.
Okay.
So Mike, just curious, you mentioned obviously just the depth, and you guys have some, you guys have a lot of returners back on with linebackers and D line with Mojo, obviously. Does that just kind of help you kind of with the year two, just with not, having guys who are so already familiar with your system that the guys are starting to take on leadership roles by themselves, if you will, like just assuming leadership?
Yes. Leadership definitely comes with experience. It also comes with, confidence in yourself to stand up and lead. Sometimes when you lead, you're having people, you're telling people not to do certain things that they might want to do or act certain ways. And I think that takes a lot of character traits. And I think that our older guys have that. And usually that's the way it works. I've been really pleased with that by all of them. I've seen, guys, we always tell them run on the field, run off the field, get up off the ground, all that. And I've seen guys not get up off the ground. I don't have to say a word. The leaders are over there making them get up, and they'll make them do an up down. If they don't sprint off the field, they send them back on to run back off the field. All of those type of things are little things that really make a difference in the team. So they are bonding together, and it's fun to watch them do that. When you have that type of leadership, I just coach and motivate. And when you have that, you're not having to worry about keeping them in line or keeping them focused and being focused during the practices, which makes you better when Saturdays come around.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much.